Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are back on the Wells Night Patreon server, and we're going to be working on a pretty cool little build here. This is sort of the last build for our village area. We've got some cleanup that we need to do, floating around here, get some lighting done and that kind of thing. Um, but that's kind of the gist of today. Is we're going to be doing some tidying up, and we're going to be finishing up this build over here and try and get some of this lighting done today, and get a couple things squared away and taken care of. So my goal before the server reset was for this river to come down and through, which is, we may get to that here. I may be able to pop that out between now and next week when I record my final episode. But my goal was to put a nice big manor house, sort of a house that depicted the overall village that I'm building here. But I am pretty sure I'm not going to have time to do that. So. Which is okay. I'm fine with that. I mean, I've done a lot of work out here, and got a lot of things going on in real life and on Odium and the like, which is all good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm fine with all of that. And I'm a firm believer that, like I said in the last video, that not everything finishes. So what I'm going to do is I got some prep work I need to do. I need to shape some of this hillside. I need to pull out the sand, prep the floor. And we're going to leave we're going to work on this build, and it may actually take me longer than it would be to build the actual house itself, but I want to sort of leave a little bit of work in process out here. You know, not everything is finished, not everything gets done, and that's what this is going to represent. So let me get some of the prep work done, and then I will show you what we're going to be doing here in just a bit. So I will see you here after the cut. All right, and welcome back. So I've got our area prepped here. I actually ended up taking off an entire layer of dirt because as I was going to start building up this side, I realized it was going to get really weird getting it down and making it look good to this this corner here. So I just decided to take off an extra layer of dirt, and it actually looks pretty good. So my goal here was was to build a little bit of a house, and these were going to be where the walls were at. And what I was going to have was basically two wings. I was going to have a wing coming off of here, and an open courtyard, and then another wing coming off of here, and then a bigger rear of the house over here. And what I wanted to do with that was get some similar style to what we've been doing over there, but basically get a different roof along the front here, and then maybe something different along the sides over here, and just sort of get a nice bigger house, have sort of an open courtyard area here, and then do some gardening in the back. But I realize that with everything going on, this is not something I'm going to be able to get all of my detail in that I want to put in there. But I still want this idea to be finished, as it were. And what I want to do is I'm going to build this as a house in construction. So what that means is that it's not that the house is going to be. I'm going to finish this build, but the build isn't going to be finished. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a crane somewhere in here, and I think I want to do it off to the side. I think what I want to do is have it. I want to build a couple of these walls, as it were. I want to build this wall, I think. And then what I want to do is I want to have, and I want to build this wall. And then what I want to do is have the crane centered here, holding up this wall that's going to slide into here between this one and this one. And have it suspended in the air with the crane sliding partway down into it, so that it's kind of like putting the walls into place. Um, and then what I want to do is have some probably some cobble along here, sort of just to show the outline of where all this stuff is going to go. Uh, Probably have another wall laying here, but flat, and some logs along the back, and a lot of coarse dirt. Get rid of some of this grass, or this is a construction area. Let me go after that. And start putting some of that together and show you what we're doing here. So I got some supplies for the crane, but let me get some of this first wall stuff built, and I will be back with you here when we get to a good cut point. Alright, and welcome back. So hope you enjoyed that time lapse we did there. It was a fun one to build. I did want to bring you in here. I completely forgot that I was going to show you guys this. Got our tunnel done. This is the roof and everything that models off of our west tunnel. And I got our merging of the three tunnels right here. Got that pretty well done. It's a little different, a little tricky. It was fun to do, trying to get these all to space out, keep the lighting going, integrate the glass and everything, but it turned out pretty well. So let's head back to our build here that we're working on, and sort of talk about what we did there, and what we're going to do next. So let's jump through here. Alright, so you can see here we've got the layout done. We've got a couple walls set up.
for what we're going to be doing here. So I've laid down this cobble quote foundation that we want to do, and I'll do something in here with this. I'm not sure if I want to tear this out one level, because a lot of times we put in, you know, we in the rest of our stuff we put in the spruce flooring here. So that wood, if we finish this build, is all going to be spruce. Got a couple of walls up, and I need to pop out some windows here. We're going to do a creeper in an earlier section of this. We're going to put some windows in, but we're not actually going to put, hello pig, anything in as far as glass, because we're not done with it yet. We want a nice big window here. Yeah, see the waterfall. This is what this would have as a nice view of that over there. And what I'm going to do here is I want to put in a couple of smaller windows, 2 over and right there. And of course, I don't get to pick any of that stuff up, but I have blocks to stack with. There we go. All right. So, and see here, what did we do here? We did a 3. One more window over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now this wall matches this wall right here, and this wall going down here. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to get rid of the sand, and I'm going to turn this all into dirt. I'm going to replace this all with coarse. Wow, it's going to be a lot of dirt. With coarse dirt. Hopefully I got enough gravel. If not, I shall go find an ocean. But I do want to do this here. So this is the next thing that we're going to do. And I built this little pad over here with more coarse dirt. And all of our roofs on our houses here have been this dark oak. So what I want to do is I want to lay down some dark oak logs. And lay them out like this. Alright. And what we're going to do is we're going to strap these things down. Pretty classic build here to make a stack of logs. Yeah. Otherwise it'd be too long. And we're just gonna do a bundle tie down with some track, because this is a sort of a construction site. We're working on things still. Gonna have some materials lying around and the sort. Now, if you saw the time lapse, which was kind of funny, is I dug this all out because I was gonna put coarse dirt underneath all of this and make it another pad like I did over there. And then I realized that this is going to go sitting on top of it, so there's no point. So I just made it grass again, or just put the dirt right back in there. So, so what we're going to do here next is we're going to have a crane in here, and I don't have everything I need for this, but I do have some of the basics, and I don't think that's going to be enough. I need to get a good chunk of iron bars and some dirt. And what we're going to do is we're going to build a crane here, and the crane's going to be probably right about there. Something like that. And what's going to be happening is this crane is going to be lifting in our piece of wall here. A lot of bigger construction sites out there would have, if they're doing like concrete walls or something like that, it's not uncommon for them to have some of the walls preformed and then just dropped into place. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this sort of holding the attachment up here, and what we want to do is don't have enough. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to have this section right in here. Right. You know what? Zombie. Zombert, eat arrow. There we go. Maybe this would look better with fences. Let me go and sleep. Swap this out with fence. Well, let's take a look at it from down below. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look great either. So my plan is to have this being held up by some sort of a clamp up at the top. Excuse me. And then having it sliding down from this crane. So let me go try some fences, and I'll be back with you here in a bit. All right, welcome back. So we have made some progress. Let's see what we've got done here. We've got the crane. I sort of flipped it around. I did put stairs in there instead of the cables, the iron bars. Looks pretty good. And as we come up to it, I think it's going to be an interesting look to it. So yeah, we got that right there. I'm getting the redstone here to get some, do some lighting on it. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's get this airborne and take a look at it from above. So yeah, I've got a little bit of tweaking to do on the. Oh yeah, let's take a look at it from over here. Yeah, that'll work. So you can see the crane there I've got set up there. I think that turned out pretty good. Not quite what I wanted, but turned out pretty good on there, I think. Get these treetops here. Gonna do a little bit of tweaking with it, but for all intents and purposes, I think this is a done project. For an unfinished, I'm gonna put this up here. Mobs can't spawn on this redstone. So I've just made this spawn proof. And I'm actually going to go do this with, put this redstone at the top of all of this around here, rather than putting torches up there. I think it'll look better. And these are all half slabs here, half slabs down there. This is half slabs right here. So yeah, these are half slabs as well. So you can't put redstone on them. But that is what I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video here. It was a lot of fun to make. Definitely different. So as always, I'd love to hear your feedback on this. You can leave me a comment down below, or as always, you can find me at A Wandering Nerd on Twitter, and definitely would love to see what you think of the series and what we've got so far. Oh wow, that's a lot of redstone. What we've done so far. So definitely please leave some feedback. You can also find me on, like I said, on Twitter at A Wandering Nerd, and then I'd love to know if you enjoyed the video, just to hit a like for me. And that would be great, just to know that we did doing well on these things. And then, as always, if you want to see more, please definitely subscribe. So, this is our last little build here. I'm going to try and get some ground lighting done in here, maybe sort of take out some of the torch spam, but some of it's just sort of naturally going to be there. Pick up all this spruce here a little bit ago. So definitely enjoyed doing these videos. The next video is number 75. Sort of the end of the season. I'm going to sort of just do a walkthrough of what we've done here, sort of talk about the changes, and sort of finish up where we started. So definitely been a lot of fun. I'm going to clean up a little bit off camera, sort of just tidy things up more than anything else. And go from there. So that is what we got time for today. And as always, this is a Wandering Nerd.